It is, of course, Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for watching and listening. Truly appreciate it. Truly a fantastic time to be a Lakers fan. Lakers heading into the Magic Kingdom tonight. Absolutely just on a high 8-game winning streak on the line as they faced off against the Orlando Magic. And you could tell that the fatigue was setting in, as it always does with these NBA road trips. When you get to the latter stages of the road trip, you could tell that the road trip is going to get to these guys. Although, again, I talked about already how LeBron James was playing golf yesterday with Bronny and almost got kneed up by an alligator. That's a legit thing. Go ahead and check it out on my Twitter. But I will say this: the Lakers, even though they went back and forth in the first half, stayed in the game. Third quarter, they did struggle. Luka struggled. The team struggled from the free throw line. You could tell all the signs were pointing not in the direction of the Lakers because of the fact that they were struggling so hard from the field and so hard from the free throw line, but they kept it close. Gritty comeback. And it comes down to, once again, as Laker Tom said earlier today, the clutch performance indeed. Wow, there you go. 51 again for an LFB prize giveaway. We're going to go ahead and make sure we got a great contest coming up for you, courtesy of El Rosto and, of course, at Trip Show Shop right there. But the Lakers, when it came right down to it, in the clutch once again, staying close indeed. Intel Wild, who gave us a huge $100 super chat earlier today. Thank you so much for doing so. Everybody seems very happy right there. El Rosto, I'm overwhelmed. Thank you so much, El Rosto. Thank you so much, Intel, for all your contributions today. And when it came down to it, the Lakers against Orlando, just in those final 3 minutes, what would they do? They went back and forth. The execution wasn't quite as well as you would like it, quite as sharp, quite as crisp. The shots were falling short, but still, they managed to go ahead and stay close and got, as far as Jackson Hayes, fouled with just a few seconds left to go ahead and get closer to the Orlando Magic. But a mistake by Jalen Suggs passing the ball to inbounding. And obviously it went off Paolo Banchero, and they replayed it. They watched the replay for minutes on end. A final replay with Jalen Suggs passing it into Paolo Banchero. LeBron James pressuring it falling out of bounds. The call went the Lakers' way. So the first time they inbounded with 4 seconds left, they passed to LeBron. LeBron goes up for the shot, gets hacked by Paolo Banchero. And guess what? They didn't call it. Shades of Boston from some time back, as far as him getting whacked on the arm and not calling it. But you know what? Persevered with just 2 seconds left. The Lakers ran another play. Luke Kennard. We talked before about how Luke Kennard or Rui Hachimura, you have to have your shooters out there in those final moments. You have to go ahead and have at least bench production is so important, is so much of a key. And Luke Kennard being traded here from the Atlanta Hawks for Gabe Vincent, a guy who just did not work out, quite frankly, with the Los Angeles Lakers. Luke Kennard initially gave us a big boost to the Los Angeles Lakers, but in recent games had find himself a couple of donuts and not being able to give you the kind of production that you really needed. But I will tell you what, when it mattered the most today, he was the source of scoring off the bench that I've been asking for quite some time. Shooting 8 points, perfect in the first half, and he followed it up with 0.7 seconds left on the clock. 0.7 seconds left on the game. He hit the magic three-pointer, and the Lakers get out of the Magic Kingdom with some Luka magic and a 105-104 victory. The Lakers are now 46-25, 9 games in a row. 9 games in a row for the Los Angeles Lakers. What will happen? We will have to wait and see as far as on Monday in Detroit. But what a gutsy game. The Lakers, even though they weren't shooting as crisp as you would like to see it, still were able to go ahead and battle their way through. They were able to claw and scratch their way to a victory today and gutted it out with a magical shot, pardon the pun, by Luke Kennard with just zero point 0.7 seconds left. And absolutely a fantastic victory, grabbing victory from the jaws of defeat, 105 to 104. The Lakers, right now, as these standings are getting updated, they're 46 and 25 on the season, solidifying themselves even more in third place in the Western Conference. They're now a full 3 games in the standings ahead of the Rockets, Nuggets, and Timberwolves as I speak to you now. But you might as well consider that 4 games because the advantage, the tiebreaker advantage they now have over the Rockets, Nuggets, and Timberwolves. A great performance by the Lakers, even when they were tired, even when they didn't have their legs on their shots. You saw all of this, the short shots, the missed free throws, and still, you know what? They were able to come through and gut out a victory. Just absolutely ecstatic. Everybody in Discord was just fantastic.